Hello YouTubes, this is Grimweird coming back at you with more Enigmatica 2 Expert Mod Pack playthrough action for Minecraft 1.12.2. Alrighty, we were going to go maybe try and look at advanced rocketry, but the fact that we had this sort of leftover thing where we still have one more thing to close in Thaumcraft to get rid of all of the sort of, early and mid-game magic chapters was nagging at me. So I thought I would try and work my way through the Thaumonomicon and figure out, what we were missing and etc. And I did some more research and um, researched some of the voidy type stuff, trying to, open up more stuff. And just realized I was going a bit insane. So if we take a look at my sanity meter, put my flint and steel away, and the files, and that. So if we take a look at my sanity meter, I just gained like more and more warp. So I sort of want to be real targeted in this. I did make an arcane spa. I can make bath salts, and I can make sanity soap, so I can hopefully deal with some of that. But I do want to sort of, instead of just wandering around the quest book for things I don't need, I do want to try and be a bit more targeted. So I think the things we need to do to actually close this stuff off is learn about rifts. And so the first thing we probably have to do is scan some taint, and then hopefully get a rift to open up here and scan that rift. So that's what we're doing in the Twilight Forest test facility. So I've picked a nice, lovely node here. So as you can see, the entire node is out in the middle of this lake, and there is nothing above us. So if a rift forms, it should form right about here. And so what we're going to do is I've piped a sink into a crucible, and there's water around us too if we need to. But I think the sink will work. And I brought a bunch of cobblestone, and let me just double check. So I hooked my oscil glass sword over to the bank there. Yes, so we can teleport out of the way if we need to, and we can get back here if we decide we need to run back to the base for something. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to just dump a ton of flux into the air. And we're just going to let this bad boy go, and we're just going to try and take this chunk out. It's the Twilight Forest. What do we care? Aha. So now we're going to scan that. Oh, nuts. And I just threw my damn thermometer into the crucible. God, I hate this this way of doing things. Let's go ahead and head back to the base and make a damn new crucible, or a damn new thermometer. Man, I hate that thing. That crafting or, interaction mechanic where you're throwing stuff into something that will eat it. I'm way too fat-fingered to be trusted with such activity. So we need panes of glass. 1, 2, 3, 4, and gold. I forget how many it is of what, but that ought to get us there. Okay, so yeah, there we go. And hopefully the taint will still be there when we get back. So we will go on our sword and hit O and teleport back to our Twilight Forest test facility. And this time we will try to actually scan that stuff. I scanned water. Okay. So I don't want to right click. Do I want to shift right click? Nothing new can be learned from that. That seems wrong. Maybe I don't have a precursor. Drat, I bet you there's some precursor that I'm missing because I assume. Well, let's get it to bubble over. Oh, Jesus Christ. As I throw my backpack. I tell you what, I really need to move the throw button away from W. My WASD movement, I occasionally hit Q. I just lose it and hit Q. And that's why I hate this mechanic. So what I was going to do was try and make a bubble over again. And see if we could scan the bubble over. Okay, so it's doing its thing. Shift. No. Alright, whatever. So this chunk has 317 in it, and we are adding flux, but it's dissipating reasonably fast. Let's see. I guess a safer thing for me to do is do this method. Hover over and hit Q. I think it's a lot less likely that I will throw stuff if I'm doing this. Alright, we're definitely making some progress on getting stuff into the atmosphere, but it does seem to be dissipating pretty quick too. Alright. There's a very good chance that we are missing some research. See how crazy we can get here. Alright, still nothing. Oh, hey, there, Flux. We got it. Cool. So can you empty this into the air by shift right clicking it? Oh, you can. What did that do to our... Aha! And we got something else. We got a rift. That's cool. And I think we scanned it. So let's see what happened here. If we got something new in the book. Aha. Flux. Complete. Rift. Complete. Causality collapser. Excellent. This is what we were looking for. Mission accomplished. So now I need to get good at arcane infusion and make a bunch of these. Instability very high, so we might need to research and find out more about stuff like stabilizers. Hey, we have that file of Vidium. Surprised we have, oh, most of these are observations. Good. Is there anything else? I'm going to go, we're going to leave all this here. That's pretty cool. Let's take a look at this bad boy. That's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and head on back. And what was that we needed? We needed a file of Vidium Essentia. What are the chances I have some of that? Probably pretty low. Nope. All right, so we want a file. Where are my files? Did I put them back in my ME system? There they are. And we want to head into, let's check my sanity levels here. Not too bad, actually. Good. So, where am I headed? Oh, I need to go upstairs. I got this weird bug, so if anybody ever sees this and figures it out, every time I quit the game and come back in, my quantum whatchamajigger that brings my ME over here goes dead, and I have to pick up and put back down the wireless access point. Drives me nuts. It's not that big of a deal. It takes me like 30 seconds, but still annoying. I have a decent selection of essence here, so hopefully have what we need. Just double check one more time. It is Vidium. I don't know the symbols, so I'm going to have to look it up. Oh yeah, it's that one. Dang it, and I think I'm out of that because I just made a bunch of void metal. Not out, but I've only got 2 in there, so we're going to have to cook up. I do have some mycelium. Each one of these gives 1. So we need about 10 of these. How is my pocket dimension doing? It's not doing too bad with the taint. So this is going to pump out some, what is that, herba? And there it goes. And it only gave me 9. I can now make the thaumium one, which goes from, I think, 90% efficiency to 95% efficiency. I just haven't gotten around to it. There we go. Now we got enough. Alrighty. Let's check that out. Boom. Flux condenser and a flux condenser lattice. Anamorphic resonator. All right, if you say so. So what do I need for here? I can do all of that. I have the recipe for this apparently. I've got rare earths, so that's all good. Basically, that's a piece of cake for me, I think. Yeah, piece of cake materials-wise. I'm just a little worried about the whole very high thing, so very high instability. So I think there are things, possibly things which I have not discovered yet, um, which will stabilize things. So I might need to figure out if there is some sort of something on this tab. I've only got 64% of this tab, so I must be missing a bunch of stuff. And some of that may be stabilizers that help make your infusion more stable. And that might be necessary because I don't want to deal with a crazy unstable infusion process. So I'm going to pause the recording here. I'm going to do a quick Google search and see if I can figure out how do we get to infusion stabilizers, if those are a thing. Let me double check in the old J. Whoa, okay. Let me double check in here and see at Thaum stabilizers. Yeah, so I think this is the thing that I want. But it needs to be unlocked. I wonder if you can make it without unlocking it if you use the arcane crafting engine. Probably not. We can make that, so that's good. And I can make all the stuff for it. We can make that. What's this? We can do that. So basically we just need to unlock this recipe for the stabilizer. And then I think we're good to go. I think you have to power those, and I think the generators that you can use in Thaumcraft sort of suck. But I think we can get around them because I think they're compatible with RF, so hopefully we can just put flux points on the stabilizers and it'll be no thing. Yeah, so these V generators, I think these are sort of limited in how much bandwidth or how much output they can do, but I think we can bypass those. All right, pausing the recording. I'm gonna go see if I can figure out how to open stabilizers, what research we need, and I will be right back. Okay, so it sounds like the way you open up the infusion stabilization research point is to just let an infusion go wrong. Very, very wrong. So we're going to look through. Here's the infusion crafting tab. We'll hit U. So we got 25 infusion recipes here. And we're just going to pick something with real easy mats, and we're just going to let it go berserk. So let's see. And on the off chance, oh, this is instability high, that might be good. Red string. That all sounds a little complicated. This might be good. It's instability moderate. And if we do happen to get it, I think that's probably a good one to get. Let's do that one. Do I have a Vidium Vis crystal? I do not know. Let's check. Apparently not. But we can do that. Let's see, where are we headed? We are going back in. I don't know if I have any quartz on me. Any of the quartz thingies. Quartz slivers, that's what I'm looking for. I don't know how you make these when... Can you do the recipe here? So if I do that... Oh yeah, look at that. Neat. Vidium is purple. There we go. Nice. How much do we have in here? 1. I think we need at least 2. So we'll grab... try and make a spare maybe. So we'll grab about 6 of these and hope we end up with 4. Yeah, that's probably enough. I think I was pulling mycelium up in one of my, maybe my resource void miner. So I've got thousands of them. And I only got 3. Maybe I should make that thaumium essentia smelter. Come on now, don't be mean. 1 more wafer thin piece of essence. Come on, you could do it. Hey, there it goes. Are you done? I don't want to take your bottle away before you're done. Twink. I think I've mentioned it already, but I love the sound effect of breaking those bottles. It is the best. Oh, and so we need to put a couple of those in there. Oops. I wonder what happens if you just leave the spares in there. Probably creates flux, but oh well. Give me my bottle. Put this back up on the wall. And get the heck out of Dodge. And double check that recipe again. So this was to make a Vidium, one of these bad boys. Now why isn't it, oh no, it's to make the crystal. Why isn't it showing up here though? Let's go. I don't know how to get straight to the infusion stuff. Right at Thaum Fortress. I know this is an infusion recipe, which will let me go to this tab. Not sure how to get straight to this tab. And we want this. Can we put an A up here? Yes, okay, good. So now we're going to need a couple Salus Mundus and a couple seeds. And then, I wonder what we want to do to make it go nasty. I think it'll just go nasty all by its lonesome if you don't supply some stuff to it. But maybe you need to get it started and then to make it really go nasty. So why don't we take some vitreous and vinculum out there, but not Vidium since we just used all that up. But we'll take our vitreous and vinculum, the 3 V's, we'll take our those out there to put some mana into the system, just in case we need to prime the pump for it to go nuts. So we want seeds. And I'm going to bring 2 of everything just so that we can have a chance for it to go. If we accidentally complete the first one, maybe we can do something different and get it to fail on the second one. And if this doesn't work, I might have to do some more Googling, see if I can figure out what the best way is to blow up an infusion. All right, and then we were going to grab some vitrium and vinculum. Vitrium and vinculum. I think this is vinculum, is that right? Yes. And vitrium. It's the one that looks like a gem, I think. There it is. Oh man, I might have to attune myself again, because I took, for fun and giggles, I took some mining speed upgrades for my astral sorcery stuff, and now my mining pick is stupid fast. Says 26, which I think is normal, but then on top of that, I think when I swing it, it actually goes even faster. Now the thing I'm worried about here, though, is I wonder if this is in order, so it may not start at all if we don't have a little vidium. So maybe I do need to bring some vidium. Oh well, we shall see what we see. It is nighttime, and so I'm going to pause my recording, and maybe I will just bring a little vidium, but not enough. We at dawn, we will give this a shot. And I'll have to pull up all my skulls and candles so that I don't make it more stable. So we will be back in a moment to see if we can cause this sucker to go very unstable. It seems like such a shame. I got this thing all pretty and stuff. Now I'm going to go mess it up. But yeah, we're going to have to remove all those skulls and candles probably to make this work. Oh well, price of doing business. It's still night, so I'm going to remove all this stuff, and at dawn we will give this a shot. Okay, we are back. So I've wasted most of the day. I came over here at night to try and clean up all our skulls and candles, and just spent most of the night trying to fight off the damn monsters. So we're going to go ahead and let's see, Salamandus and seeds are the outside ones. So I just went ahead and got a builder tool and some marble and threw up some walls. Made sure we're well lighted so that I can stop worrying about it. So off the top of my head, I'm going to guess that the way we're going to make this unstable is not being balanced. So we'll put those there. We're going to throw down some fuel for the fire. And then we're gonna put that there. And it says it's very stable. We're hoping to change that. All right. So it is sucking some stuff in. That's good. Now it's unstable. We're just hoping this gets to, oh, it's dangerously unstable. Aha, and I got the note that I should study. And it blew up my Salus Mundus before I got it. Before I got things done. But I got a note. That I should study. But I'm not. Aha, here it is. Nice. Another file of vidium, so we got to make some more of that. But I do have the theory and the observation to do this. So we are in business. Well, that weren't too hard. It did take the vidium first. Oh man. Yeah, I might have to slow down my pick. All right. Still says it's dangerously unstable. Whatever. Get over yourself, buddy. Let's head on back. And we need to make some more Vidium. Let's see. Throw our jars back up on the wall here. And we're going to need about 14 of that to make sure we get 10. We've got a vial ready. Hello, are you done yet? There it goes. And we only got 6. That is just wrong. How is that 90% efficient? When I put in however many it was, 14, and I only get 6 of this stuff. Guess the inefficient part came on that instead of on the more prevalent herba. Because these things are 5 Terra and 1 herba. Alright, there we go. Doink. Oh, and a redstone. Okay, we've got redstone. Don't need that anymore, or that. I do need a sooty marble just to repair my damn floor of my infusion things, since my hyperactive pickaxe can't seem to break just one block anymore. Let's see. We got it? We got it. Alright, now we've got the redstone inlay. Easy enough. And the stabilizer. Easy enough. So I'm going to pause here and see where we're at. And then we can craft those. And we probably don't have time to play around with them. But I'll be back in a moment. Oh, I did want to say, so last episode we fought the Gaia Ritual 2, the tough Gaia, and we got a Ring of Odin, and I'm so used to, I'm so far advanced on the technical stuff that I'm essentially unkillable at this point, except for Void and maybe Chaos. We got the Ring of Odin. I wasn't sure what it did. Turns out that was probably the best thing we could have rolled on that 6-sided die, because it's actually somewhat useful. It gave us, you can see my health bar down here. It gave us 20 health, which is 10 hearts. So it took us from, yellow here and an orange up to now green and a yellow. So it took us up one whole tier of hearts, which can be handy. Even when I'm immortal, it is nice to have some extra in case I'm doing, something, self-sacrifice, or at some point I might have to fight something that hurts me with chaos. And it also makes you immune to all sorts of stuff like suffocation and drowning and fire and et cetera, et cetera. So that's pretty darn cool. If I got a hold of that, if I was playing a primarily magic-based um, situation and didn't have all this tech in my back pocket, that would be a heck of a deal. So yeah, it's pretty darn cool. So I'm going to go ahead and go turn the camera off for a moment and see what our runtime is like and see if we can craft all this garbage and then maybe we can work on some stuff or call it an episode. Be right back. All right, we don't have a ton of time, but I looked away for a moment and I came back and I've got unnatural hunger. Um, so I think it is. You can see here my saturation bar is going nuts. Fortunately, our personal beacon includes, it's making me see red too. That looks totally wild. Um, yeah, it's doing crazy things to my vision. But my personal beacon, I think, is keeping me from, starving to death or having that kind of problem. I don't know what happens if you don't have this, but I'm guessing by the way my health bar is freaking out, that if I wasn't chugging food left and right during this, 3 minutes or however long this is going to be, that I might be in trouble. So we're not going to have time probably to do any crafting to try and make any causality collapsers, but we probably can get the stabilizers done, so we should be able to see that recipe. Yes, we can see that recipe now. So we need arcane slabs, arcane stones. I think we're going to need like, I don't know, maybe at least 4 of these. I'm guessing at least 4. So I think normally you can only come at one from each direction towards your arcane infuser. But I think actually they can shoot through each other. I don't know. The reports are foggy on exactly how to use these bad boys. Let's just start with 4 and we'll see how far we get with that. So we're going to make 4 recipes of this. So we need 4 gold and 4 redstone. And I'm going to make 6. All right, so let's do I get so spoiled by the ME system now that I've used it that having to populate tables and take things out of your inventory and use them just seems so gauche. Okay, so we now have that. So we're going to need 12 arcane stones and 12 arcane stone slabs. Not to say there aren't things that I still need to get used to on using the ME system. So for instance, I have this crafting window and I have a couple in my base, and every once in a while I'll get a partial recipe in there and I won't clear it, and then I go to a different place to make it and I'm missing a component and I'm like, wait, I could have sworn I had X, and then I realize, oh, I left it in the crafting window in a different screen somewhere. I hate that. See, I think we also needed, was it redstone blocks? Let's grab some of those. Yes. V resonators. Those are just iron plates and nether quartz. I may have some. Nope. I'm out of iron plates. How did that happen? Oh, I think I know how that happened. I think I just burned a bunch for metallum. When I was trying to do some research, I needed a bunch of metallum for to donate to the research table. All right, so what else did we need? We needed nether quartz. And we need these guys, which require those guys. Oh, I bet you we don't have enough brass. All right, so we're probably going to call this an episode because I'm going to have to, I'm going to have to make more brass. This is turning into one of those things where it's like, oh crap, and I need to make that, and I need to make that. All right, my hunger went away. My unnatural hunger went away. Let's take a look at the old sanity meter there and see what's going on. It's not too bad, I don't think, I hope. Hopefully we can escape Thaumcraft with our minds, or Zombie Steve's mind, and roughly intact. Because I think all we need to do now is infuse a bunch of causality collapsers and then go back to our Twilight Forest testing facility and close rifts and do that a few times until we get a pearl to drop. And I think then we will be able to, all of this is to hopefully make a blank greater focus, which I think is unlocked if a rift drops us a one of its whatchamajigger pearls, primordial pearls. So I think the end is nigh. Hopefully before poor Steve goes insane here. So with that, thanks for watching. Since we're getting near the end of this playthrough run, I'm sure it's going to take a long time to get the Avaricia and Advanced Rocketry and etc. But if you'd like to see me do another playthrough run, I'm thinking about maybe doing Project Ozone 3 Kappa when it comes out. I know Hypnotized is doing one, and he's much more experienced and much better at YouTube than I am. But I might enjoy it, and if you want me to film it and put it up on YouTube, make sure and put some likes on my stuff. I don't have this monetized in any way, but if people like this, then I know that they'll want to see more. Anyway, talk to you next time. Bye.